This is for Communications 111, the Vocal Dynamics Presentation Speech. I'm reading from Notes from the Underground by Dostoevsky. I chose this because it has a lot of prose and a lot of emotion in these first couple of chapters. So we'll get right into it. Chapter 1, Notes from the Underground. I am a sick man. I am a spiteful man. I am an unattractive man. I believe my liver is diseased. However, I know nothing at all about my disease, and do not know for certain what ails me. I don't consult the doctor for it, and never have, though I have respect for medicines and doctors. Besides, I am extremely superstitious, sufficiently so to respect medicine anyway. I am a well-educated enough man to not be superstitious, but I am very superstitious. No, I refuse to consult the doctor from spite. That you probably will not understand. Well, I understand it. Of course, I can't explain who it is precisely that I am mortifying, in this case by my spite. I am perfectly well aware that I cannot pay out the doctors by not consulting them. I know better than anyone that by this I am only injuring myself and no one else. But still, if I don't consult a doctor it is from spite. My liver is bad. Well, let it get worse. I have been going on like that for a long time. 20 years. I am 40. I used to be in the government service, but I am no longer. I was a spiteful official. I was rude and took pleasure in being so. I did not take bribes, you see, so I was bound to find recompense in that at least. A poor jest, but I will not scratch it out. I wrote it thinking that it would sound very witty, but now I have seen myself that I only wanted to show off in a despicable way. I will not scratch it out on purpose. When petitioners used to come to me for information, to the table at which I sat, I used to grind my teeth at them, and felt intense enjoyment when I succeeded in making anybody unhappy. I almost always did succeed. For most of the part they were all timid people. Of course, they were petitioners. But of the uppish ones there was this one officer in particular that I could not endure. He simply would not be humble, and clinked his sword in a disgusting way. I carried on a feud with him for 18 months over that sword. At last I got the better of him. He left off clanking with it. That happened in my youth, though. But do you know, gentlemen, what is the chief point of my spite? Why, the point, the real sting of it lay in the fact that continually, even in the moment of the acutest spleen, I was inwardly conscious with shame that I was not a spiteful man, but not even an embittered man, that I was simply scaring sparrows at random, and amusing myself by it. I might foam at the mouth, but bring me a doll to play with, give me a cup of tea with sugar, and maybe I should be appeased. I might even be genuinely touched. Though I should grind my teeth at night afterwards, and lie awake at night with shame, for months after. That was my way. I was lying when I said just now I was a spiteful official. I was lying from spite. I was simply amusing myself with the petitioners and with the officers, and in reality I never could become spiteful. I was conscious every moment in myself of many, many very elements absolutely opposite to that. I felt them positively swarming in me, these opposite elements. I knew that they had been swarming in me all my life, and craving some outlet from me. But I would not let them, purposely not let them come out. They tormented me till I was ashamed. They drove me to convulsions, and sickened me. At last, how they sickened me! Now, are you not fancying, gentlemen, that I am expressing remorse for something now? That I am asking your forgiveness for something? I am sure you are fancying that. However, I assure you that I do not care. So that was the few paragraphs from Notes from the Underground. I hope you liked my reading of it, and have a good morning or evening to you, Professor.